And hello, all my cruising and travel fans. It's Rob here from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. Here yet again today on another live stream. If you didn't catch my earlier live stream earlier today on the packing for Australia, please make sure you do go on back and check that one out, as that was one amazing live stream. And make sure you do put in hashtag replay with 5 cruise ships for that live stream. But for this live stream, we are talking all about why millennials and Gen-Xers are fueling the cruise boom. So let's dive on fully into it and cover that amazing topic. So the very first point we are going to be covering up on here today is our cruise booming cheaper land vacations. Then land vacations, my bad. Then land vacations. And the easiest answer to that is saying comparing a 7-day cruise versus a 7-day at a hotel plus meal plus entertainment. Millennials and Gen Xers want practical travel cost. All-inclusive style pricing is exciting. Yes, so as we millennials and Gen Xers, we want everything for the one whole buck and have everything all covered under one blanket, we're going to call it. So we don't have to have to worry about, oh, well, what's a hotel going to cost? And then the meals are going to cost. And then the entertainment's going to cost and this and that. We want all in one big bucket, we're going to call it. So this is the set price and it's going to cover everything. So that is what we are looking for when you are talking about millennials and Gen Xers. And of course, if you're joining us here live, please make sure you leave a comment in the chat right over here. And of course, if you are part of the team replay, let us know down here below with 4 airplanes. So that is what the millennials and Gen Xers are looking for. So we are going to dive into the second one. And it is social media the number one reason youngers travelers want to cruise? And this can be a mixed opinion, we're going to call it, to my thoughts. Because some people just don't want to cruise. And they have their own reasons. And some do. But to me, I think a lot of them want to because they are seeing a lot of their influencers on Instagram, YouTube, like myself, TikTok, and many other platforms that are showing how much amazing fun they have, and sometimes some very, very foolish things they're doing. But that is my personal opinion upon it. But when I researched up on this topic, it said that Instagram, YouTube, TikTok cruise content is exploding. Cruise influence inspired trip planning. Viewers want that excitement, lifestyle, and experience. So sometimes the influencers are doing some pretty bizarre things. And sometimes they are for the better, and other times they're for the worse. So hopefully they aren't doing it for the worse, because if it's for the worse, like some of those influencers that thought they could just say, for example, climb on the banister railing on a cruise ship and think there's no consequences. Well, unfortunately, there is. And you may get that little knock on the door, and you might be off the ship faster than you were planning on to. And others, they will give you some entertainment for free. For a good purpose, too, of course, like our Drunk Rob, which, Drunk Rob is a very good influencer, and I believe I do have a clip of him. Let's play this clip right here of Drunk Rob. And this is what I'm talking about, of a great influencer for the good purpose. Exactly. That is one amazing example that could be used. So that is an amazing way of having influencers. So a lot of people want to do it because of their influencers that they have on many different platforms. And of course, if you would like to chime on in, make sure you leave it in the chat right over here. Or if you're watching the replay, leave it down below, and we'll for sure chat about it or acknowledge it inside the comment section down below. Number 3, to young, generous cruisers for the experience. To me, we're just going to dive right into the point. And they prefer experiences over owning experienced things. Excuse me for a sec. Cruise provides memories, photos, and bring worthy content. Bucket list destinations at one price. So as we were talking on the first point, the Gen-Xers and Millennials, we are looking for something that is all in within the one price, so we can experience it for that one single price and not have to worry about nothing else. So that is number 3. And we're trying not to roll through it too fast. So hopefully we have some people diving onto the chat shortly, and we will welcome them on in. Number 4 is, how big is the comfort flavor? And it is no daily hotel, movies, check-in bag, restaurant, or driving or planning. Everything is packaged into one easy trip. Millennials are busy. Cruising simplifies vacation. So, like we mentioned, it's all bundled into one package, and you are not the one in the driver's seat. Because if you're doing a land vacation, sometimes you need to drive to each piece of your destination. unless it's like a land resort where it's all inclusive. But in most cases, you have to drive to every single little destination to experience it. So you have to worry about all that transportation costs for on cruising. You don't have to worry all about that. Number 5 is remote work helping fuel the boom. And to my opinion, I believe remote working is helping with the boom. Because as things are being technology, I guess, these days, there are less office jobs and it's more remote at home. Or even wherever you may happen to be. You could even be in the middle of the ocean and still be doing your job. But the point we found coming up with today is strong Wi-Fi and Starlight makes working at sea possible. Many millennials / Gen Xers can travel for longer because work follows them. Cruises are becoming workaholic options. Yeah, so like I was saying, you could be in the middle of the sea and you could still be doing your work and enjoying to see all the destinations. Excuse me. All the destinations that are coming along with it inside that package. So while it's a sea day, you do your work. When it's a port day, you get to go explore the port. If that's your heart desires. Now, I wish I could have that kind of a job, but unfortunately, my job doesn't allow me that. But that would be one amazing job. Number 6. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm getting so tired. I think it's because I had a big supper. So we're going to blame on that. Do cruise ships offer better entertainment than resorts? To me, I can't really answer that question directly because I've never done a resort. But when I Googled this answer up, the answer I received was comedy clubs, Broadway shows, casinos, nightclubs, lounges, multiple options every night without extra planning. One ship offers countless choices for every traveler. So, when you go cruising, you have many options of entertainment that you could do. So, when it comes to resorts, I don't know that answer fully. Number 7, how important are private islands for young developers, I guess, in a way? But anyways, to me, a private island is, just an ordinary private island, especially if you've been there before. But the answer I received when I did Google this all up is saying Perfect Day, Ocean Cay, Great Stirrup Cay, Harvest Cay, etc. They are exclusive solo destinations. Millennials love Instagram, really, beach and activities. So we really enjoy the private islands and all that stuff as millennials and Gen Xers. So if it's a private island, we actually enjoy it more than going to a non-private island. But I do see we do have one person inside the chat, so let's welcome them on in. And hello, Carl Hills 860. Welcome on in. And hopefully my audio is working this evening, because I know I was having some issues with it this morning. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Number 8, why are Gen-Xers and Millennials choosing multiple types of travel? That is a very, very amazing and good question. And the answer to that is could allow large families, groups, or friends to vacation together without planning stress. Everyone can do their own thing and regroup later. Ships handle the logistics, food, entertainment, and etc. So you could cruise as a big group and kind of break off throughout the day or at the beginning of the day and do your own thing. And then regroup all together back together again at the end of the day and share your experiences throughout the day of what you enjoyed and what you did. And that which makes it more relaxing and enjoyable because you were able to break off and do what you wanted to do throughout the day. And you're not kind of forced or stuck doing something that you didn't enjoy doing because someone else enjoyed doing it. You can do your own thing and share your experience with the rest of your family and friends, whoever you're traveling with. So that's the one thing I really like a lot about cruising. You get to do your own thing. Number 9, are cruise loyalty programs encouraging repeat travelers? This is a mixed review. So we're going to just dive into what the answer is that I found. And it said, younger cruisers love loyalty programs like Carnival, the VIFP program, which that is going to be changing soon. And that I covered that in a previous video. So make sure you go back and check out about what's happening with Carnival and their VIFP program, because they are changing that program. The Crown and Anchor, which is done by Royal Caribbean, and the MSC Voyagers Club. Status, perks, and upgrades keep them sailing again and again. So the more you sail with a particular cruise line, the more status you're going to gain and the more perks you are going to receive. So you could receive casino comps, drinks anywhere on the ship, maybe reduced rates for a cruise. It could be almost anything. It could even be specialty dining or even onboard credit that you can spend on board. So there are many things that you could get. And of course, the best person to help you plan all your travel needs is a travel agent. And the reason why I say all this is because when you use a travel agent, they are handling your booking for you and they're going to customize it to your preference and liking. And heaven forbid, which most cases it normally does, if the price does go down, if your travel agent hasn't yet found it yet, you just give them a call, let them know about it, and they will call in and get it updated for you for that lower rate if everything all matches up. So I always recommend using a travel agent like myself. Yes, I do travel agent too. So you can always reach me at robwithcruisebrothers@gmail.com, and I will be more than glad to assist you in booking your next vacation, wherever it happens may be, whether it be a land vacation or at sea vacation. And I will always keep that eye on that booking for you to make sure you have that best rate. But we can sometimes status match. We can get you the best rates, whether it be a casino comp or onboard credit. And that's another reason why you want to use a travel agent is we have actually probably one of the better rates that you can use because we actually are working with the cruise lines and getting a little lower rate. And it could include onboard credit to maybe a specialty dining meal, whatever it may be. So yeah, give us a call or whoever your travel agent may be, and we will see what we can all work out for you. And our final point we came up here with today is talking about, do younger generation feel cruising offer? Let me try that one more time. Do younger generation feel cruising offers affordable luxury? Cruises often spa, fine dining, stunning stateroom, and private island. Luxury living without luxury price. Photos look more impressive and valuable on social media than regular vacations. So we find we can get a much better price cruising than if we go to say if we go to an actual, like say, a land resort. But we also like to sometimes do land resorts too. So it's a max of what you like, of the way how I view all these points. But those are the 10 points that I found about why Millennials and Gen-Xers are feeling the cruise boom. So let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section down below. And of course, if you haven't yet already, please consider smashing that like button. Subscribing if you haven't yet already, as we're on the road to the 2,000 subscribers when this live stream was done. Ring the bell with notifications set to all. And of course, share, so we can grow this community one subscriber at a time. But I'd like to thank you all for coming on out tonight. I'm Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, and I'll see you in the next live stream or video. So until then, bye for now.